So the tactical battle on the early stages will be crucial. The match is underway. There's Tommy Barnes. Derek White slotting back to a left-back position. And the first foul of the game has been given Celtic's way by the referee. The first touch for Bailey, and this is Morris. Bailey being given a lot of time to send the ball upfield. Joe Muller coming from the left flank. Goff's header. And here's Derek Ferguson. There's Ali McCoy judging the bounce well. Ferguson picks it up, and here's Bartram in his first Old Firm match. A header from Aiken. Graham Roberts at the back for Rangers. Aiken is marking McCoy for the moment. Wilkins playing it forward. The flag is up on the far side. That race between Walters and Morris meaning nothing. The whistle had already gone, but the noise is such within the stadium the players didn't appear to hear that.
It's an important game in his debut in an Old Firm match. I think he had to play midfield.
Here's McStay for Celtic. He has Walker on the right. Still McStay going all the way himself. Some hopeful appeals from the Celtic fans for a penalty. It's a free kick though as Morris goes down in the tackle with Walters. Lex Bailey has joined the attack. And Billy Stark appeared to be held by the jersey by Scott Nisbet. The referee didn't spot that. Roy Aiken is protesting to the referee, but I reckon Rangers were very fortunate here as this ball comes in from Morris. Stark making a run. Well, it's not obvious from that replay, but it seemed to me as though Nisbet was doing some jersey pulling. The Rangers with Nisbet free on the right. Derek White controlling the pass beautifully to Tommy Barnes. Good running by McStay. And away from Richard Goff. That's towards Walker. Wrestling there with Bartram. The free kick's been given to Celtic. Howls of anguish from the Rangers fans and from the Rangers players. Jan Bartram going to complain. So too did Graham Roberts. Well, it certainly appears to come from the training ground. Now played in by Aiken without too much conviction. Didn't catch that the way he wanted. That's rather a wasted opportunity for Celtic. Chances on now for Rangers. Derek Ferguson free on the right. Durant and McCoy waiting in the middle. There's Walters. That's a corner kick to Rangers. Up goes Wilkins. Derek Ferguson doing well again. Played on by Durant. There's Aiken. McCoy. Closed down all the way by Derek White. Rangers hoping for a corner kick for a deflection. Take the free kick. Lex Bailey takes it short. Good pass finds Walker. Tackle was by Wilkins from the back. He caught Andy Walker. It's a free kick to Celtic. Moving around in the box. The header came from McAvenny. It wasn't far away, but there was no risk. Billy got the interception, but he didn't play it into touch. Here's Walters. The layoff from McCoy to Ferguson. And look how quickly he was closed down by Derek White. Rangers looking for a corner kick. They're sure that White deflected the ball. Good play by Bartram. McStay doing well getting back and resisting a temptation to use Pat Bonner. With McCoy cutting off the road to the keeper. Good defensive play by McStay. Going up with Walters. McStay and Derek Ferguson together. It breaks for Rangers. Here's Ali McCoy. Now Wilkins. Playing it wide for Durant. And a lot of credit there due to young Lex Bailey for the way in which he closed down rapidly on Ray Wilkins. Good lead by Goff. Bailey returns it. Goff doing well in the air against McAvenny. Here's Roberts. He has to be careful and showing a fine understanding with his goalkeeper Chris Woods. Here's Walker now to McAvenny. His first chance to run at the Rangers defence. Playing it into the path of Walker. Woods taking no chances. So here's Ian Ferguson. The tackle came from Stark. McStay picked it up. Here's Chris Morris. McAvenny is ahead of him. Joe Miller is now on the right. Here's Miller on his more natural side. Closed down brilliantly by Roberts. Here's Chris Morris, a good position for Celtic. Turned away by Roberts, but that was a fine opening there created by Chris Morris. And the cross, I'm sure, not up to the standard he wanted. Come up. Right to the far side. Up goes Bailey with Goff. It's kept in play by Andy Walker. It's back with Burns. On his right foot, though, not quite so keen to have a try for goal from that position. Here's Joe Miller. McStay shows himself deep. Goff going up with Ali McCoy. Wilkins to Ferguson. Here's Goff. Walters leaves that, and Joe Miller has a chance to run at Bartram. That's a good effort from Miller. It appeared to swerve in flight. It was well taken by Chris Woods. Goff going up with Bailey, who wins it for Celtic. Here's Durant. Blocked by Burns, but at the expense of a corner kick to Rangers. Allowing that short corner to be taken in Celtic defence. Here's Ian Ferguson. And Celtic were undoubtedly caught napping at the corner kick. Laying it inside for Miller. Shrugged aside there by Wilkins. Good play though by Tommy Burns for Celtic. Here's Paul McStay. It's a great effort from McStay, brilliantly saved by Chris Woods. Just at a point where we thought that Paul McStay had a quiet spell in the match. Joe Miller's corner. Here's Billy Stark. That's a fine pass. Back to Miller, who's onside. Commitment from Durant, but Miller survives that challenge. Here's Ali McCoy in his own box. And that'll be a corner kick again to Celtic. Ali McCoy is going back to help in defence, leaving only Mark Walters upfield.
I'm sure young Ian Durant got a shout from Chris Woods there, but in this noise, how could you hear?
There's Miller's corner kick, up goes Bailey! And no one at this near post. McAvenny was caught underneath the ball. Bailey is in the 6-yard box, just getting up now rather slowly. Took a knock as he fell. So Celtic a little bit light at the back with Bailey limping back upfield. There's Morris turning it back to Pat Bonner. Gap in defence was Paul McStay. This is Burns. McStay now coming to Lincoln midfield. Good play by Burns. Tackled well though by Nisbet. Goff to Walters. Brought down by Derek White, and I fancy this may be the first booking of the match. Well, Derek White, I think, was caught out badly there by the pace.
On the Celtic goal. I don't think young Derek could have any complaints about that.
He made a good run. He's in behind the Celtic defence. Here's Ferguson now with a cross. Too long and deep. Durant tries to retrieve it. They're getting back is Joe Miller. Wilkins trying to get it back for Rangers. With Durant to Wilkins, a chance for the cross. Pat Bonner coming to claim the ball comfortably on the 6-yard line. The counter-attack set up immediately through Tommy Burns. Here's Stark. He did well to turn that inside towards Burns. This is McAvenny. Andy Walker coming in from the left. Burns, McStay, and Joe Miller stepped back to try to make sure he remained onside. And that meant he couldn't reach the pass.
I thought actually Joe Miller did very well there. It's very easy to criticise a player in that situation.
There's Chris Morris looking for Joe Miller. But there goes the half-time whistle. A tremendous 45 minutes football. No scoring, and Paul McStay, the player who has come closest, with one tremendous effort for Celtic. The second half is underway. No substitutes brought on at half-time, so both teams finishing the first half and starting the second half with the same players. But Paul McStay's taken a very early knock as Roberts plays it forward. Ian Ferguson starting off in an attacking role in the second half. Opened up the match on the right side of midfield and then was switched to the attack with Ian Durant moving back. So Paul McStay taking a bit of time to recover from that knock he took inside the centre circle. Roberts and McAvenny together. Here's Chris Morris. Bartram did well to intercept, and that's a Rangers throw. There's McStay trying to find Billy Stark. It's picked up though by Durant. Ferguson is onside. Aiken goes across. Was well struck by Ian Ferguson, but Bonner's positioning was good.
The target, and if you do that, you can always score.
Corner kick, swung in by Durant, up goes Bonner. Excellent goalkeeping under pressure. Gough and Ian Ferguson.
His importance, and it may bring its dividend.
There's good play from Roberts, going past Morris. Bailey doing well in the air. There's Stark. Robbed by Ian Ferguson. The supporting player is Derek Ferguson. Walter is on the right. Aiken goes across. This time the left-footed cross, a better one. Headed on by Durant. There's Ian Ferguson. It's turned away by Bailey. And a fine effort from Ray Wilkins. Well, the closest yet to the opening goal. Bailey, it came to Wilkins. Bonner clearly thought that was going over at the top of the bar, and he had to be quick in the recovery. Oh, perhaps, but Celtic breathe again. There's McCoy's trying to turn Aiken. Back with Ferguson. Headed by Bailey, it's turned away by White. The referee has given a free kick to Celtic. A dangerous play, Durant challenging Bailey, second half. Morris doing well, here's Wilkins. Roberts trying to release Ian Ferguson. Bailey first to the ball that time. You see at the moment with Morris trying to change that on the break. Here's Paul McStay. Under pressure from Wilkins and Derek Ferguson as Rangers have possession again with Richard Gough. Ian Ferguson was offside. Per match. Let's hope it stays that way. Referee Valentine was certainly very quick to get to the heart of that bit of action. Here's Paul McStay. And Graham Roberts with the clearance. Here's Wilkins. The back heeler misses out Derek Ferguson. It's picked up by Paul McStay. That's for Chris Morris, and good running by Durant. That was excellent defending by Durant, although he'll be disappointed to have conceded that corner kick.
Well, Celtic have got...
Taken by Joe Miller. Headed away by Roberts to Paul McStay. Superb pass from McStay. A high tackle that from Wilkins on Miller. The ball was certainly in the air, but Wilkins raised his boots, and that usually means a free kick taken quickly. Paul McStay on his left foot. Well, not quite so deadly or accurate with that. Well, that might suggest that they're content to stay with an even scoreline. But let's see if that change is eventually made. Here's Wilkins towards Durant. Bailey goes in with a good pass. For Walker to chase. Roberts goes across. Fine tackle by Roberts. Timed to perfection.
No, it's in fact Joe Miller is going to come off, Joe. Now, Joe. It's not unrealistic to think that way now, because Rangers have had more purpose in the second half, and they want to stem it a bit, Celtic now.
So Celtic in possession with Chris Morris. Rogan now at left back. Burns pushing forward. There's an error by Nisbet, having to retrieve his own mistake, and McAvenny trying to cause problems there for the Rangers defence. That's off for young Scott Nisbet. Ferguson trying to find Nisbet. It's stopped by Walker. Here's Rogan, a fresh pair of legs for Celtic. They may well take this for a run, but Gough is coming across. Still Rogan inside to Burns. Good tackle by Ferguson. Paul McStay picks up the loose ball. He sees Morris on the right. Well, the first time pass didn't come off for Chris Morris. Finding space, coming forward, over-carrying the ball somewhat, but showing his determination. Getting it wide to Morris. Well, that's good play from Morris. Here's Burns again. Morris trying to gather the ball on the run, but Bartram steps in for Rangers. Good play from Paul McStay. Two men waiting in the box. There's McStay looping it across to Rogan on the far side. It's back to Billy Stark. Appeals for handball against Gough, but still not clear for Rangers. There's Paul McStay. Paul McStay with the opening goal. 21 minutes into the second half. The Celtic end goes wild. Paul McStay. It's only his fourth of the season, but it was McStay who won that ball on the right initially. Looked over the cross. Anton Rogan nodded it down. There was Billy Stark, some appeal for handball. As the ball was then scrambled out from the head of Graham Roberts, then nodded down again by Morris. There was McStay, and Woods was helpless. Celtic, and the Premier League Championship is a step nearer, suddenly, for Celtic. After being under the cosh for substantial parts of the second half, now with that determined burst of attacking play and a deadly strike from McStay, they're in command. There's Derek White, and I fancy now, I like that Billy McNeil will be very pleased he has introduced Anton Rogan to hold this lead.
Oh well, you know, the manager can sometimes be judged in his substitutions, and you've got to say that it's been a marvellous one for Billy.
There's Ray Wilkins. McCoy sets off, but Aiken goes across. He seems to be tripped by McCoy. The linesman tells the referee that was a foul by McCoy. They're enjoying the match to the full.
Well, I think obviously, Job, that Alan McCoy's coming back from an operation in his knee. He's still got some way to go before he gets his real sharpness.
There's Graham Roberts lashing the ball forward. Rogan plays the Rangers attack onside. There's Aiken. Burns got a touch. Here's Billy Stark trying to help it on towards Morris. Won though by Durant. Well, Paul McStay taking the game by the scruff of the neck suddenly. Now striding forward. Walker on his right. He may go all the way himself. Looking for a free kick as he goes down with Derek Ferguson's challenge, but the referee waves play on. It looked in the end as though Paul McStay was trying to set up another shooting chance for himself. Here's Durant. In steps Aiken. To Benny, to Stark. On the far side is Morris. Andy Walker comes across. Morris again. Oh, this is great play now from Celtic. Handball, I think. No, the referee waves play on. Graham Roberts survives. The referee certainly couldn't have been closer to the action. This is Derek Ferguson. Now Wilkins. That's one for Nisbet to chase. Derek White goes across. What a fine tackle by White. And now Burns, who was so important in that move leading up to the Celtic goal. Since his move to a more attacking role. Goff did well there for Rangers. This is Nisbet. And Durant is onside. Roy Aiken goes across. Still Durant. We had McCoy, Stanley and Ferguson waiting in the middle. Durant now wandering into the right side of midfield. Linking with Derek Ferguson and Nisbet, the youngsters on the Rangers side. Nisbet brought down by Walker. That was a clear foul by Walker. Scored the equaliser the last time these sides met here at Ibrox. Derek Ferguson headed away by Bailey to Bartram. There's the equaliser. Jan Bartram gets his second goal for Rangers. And with the equaliser, 1 goal apiece. There's McAvenny. Appears to be held there by Bartram, and Morris getting a bit upset about that. Leaving his boot in. Bartram getting a bit irate. Chris Morris seemed to have slipped the Rangers fullback, but couldn't get his left leg free. Well, an eventful afternoon for Jan Bartram. A tough first half, but scoring the equaliser for Rangers. There's Morris with a free kick. Just missed by Stark and turned away by Ian Ferguson.
So used to have seen him doing that over the years.
McStay's corner kick. It came off a Rangers head. That'll be another corner to Celtic. Well, you certainly have the impression now that another goal would settle the match. With 12 minutes remaining, Rangers 1, Celtic 1. Celtic on the attack. Tommy Burns with the in-swinger. It's in! It's come off Andy Walker. The header was by Rogan, but Walker got the last touch. 11 minutes from time, Celtic go in front once again, and it came from the corner kick. Andy Walker's 26th of the season, knew very much about it. The Rangers defence caught napping, in came Rogan, the header was off target, it came off the chest of Andy Walker, and Celtic are back in the lead. Bartram, there's Ray Wilkins. Oh, good play by Durant. He has Derek Ferguson available on the right. McAvenny coming back. Here's Nisbet. Fine deep cross. Chris Morris can't reach it. There's Ian Ferguson rather. Now Derek Ferguson. Supposed to meet the ball. Well, complete commitment from Bailey. He did well for Celtic to keep the pressure on the Rangers defence. Here's McAvenny. Running into Wilkins. Back towards Morris. He's away from Bartram. Another good chance. There's McAvenny. And what a save from Chris Woods. Goals in all realistic terms, because they must be thinking about a victory only today, and now facing defeat, the Celtic can cling to their 2-1 lead. Here's Andy Walker, led forward by Rogan. Ferguson hooking it forward, but it's gone for a throw to Celtic. There's Andy Walker switching play to the far side to Morris. Got Akers to operate in over there if he can control it quickly enough. Now going out Bartram, can he make the byline? Choosing to go inside, it's blocked by Goff. Morris again, now Paul McStay. Oh, that's good play again from McStay. Now Barnes. Celtic thinking about possession now as McStay finds Rogan. Challenge came from Nisbet.
Yeah, it was a marvellous piece of composure from Paul McStay actually. He just put his foot in the ball, said, oh, I'm going to keep this and I'll control the game now. And he did very well.
Here's Tommy Barnes, tackled well by Nisbet. Mark Walters at the corner flag, and that'll suit Celtic all right. They want to get the ball out of their Rangers. They have succeeded in getting the goal kick. The layoff came from McCoy to Walters. Good play again from Bailey, but no, he's been penalised for climbing on Ian Ferguson. So the Celtic defence funnels back again to face what may well be the last attack of the match from Rangers. Derek Ferguson thumps the ball in towards Richard Goff. Up goes Bailey. And there's Chris Morris. No qualms about the long clearance. Bartram being forced to hurry by McAvenny. And there goes the final whistle. Celtic are the winners by 2-1. And it looks as though they've taken a major step towards winning the league championship. The Celtic fans are overjoyed. It was a tremendous second half. Paul McStay giving Celtic a lead in 66 minutes. Then John Bartram equalised before Andy Walker knocked home the winner 11 minutes from the end.